You mean it this time?
Yes. Yeah, we know how to do this one.
Yeah.
Cue the music.
All right.
Oh, you
Bum ba dum ba dum ba dum bum bum ba dum bum bum tick tick down 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 fade to black.
Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da.
Welcome everyone, and our apologies as usual to start every broadcast here. I'm Paul Veltum. We're joined by Doc Waldrop and Bill Strong. We're just going to get you up to speed here on some of the things that are going on in the club, heading up into this weekend. So, Bill, I'm just going to hand things over to you so you can hand them over to Doc.
Hey, yeah. So just let you guys know, Sunday around 11 o'clock, all members will be getting an email that will talk about the petitions that you guys submitted. We're sending them out to everybody to download, read. There's a bazillion petitions, so that you're going to be reading for quite a while. So I guess everybody has a lot of time now, so they can go ahead and do that. And then you can also, in that email will be a link to a web page where you can go and give your feedback on those, and this will all be fed to the board of directors, so they can then go through and make decisions on all these petitions to the 2020 rules. Now, they're not rule changes; they're more like fixing issues that you've seen or stuff like that. So, but the email will explain it all. Again, that'll go out. Well, Paulie found the music.
I don't even know how that came about.
We're a little out of practice here.
What button did I hit?
Yeah, I don't know, but you had a good one.
Oh my God, what have I done? I just killed a grid in New York.
Is that what Paulie did? Who did that? Was that Doc?
No, it wasn't me. I
not
just finished my roster.
I just hope to God that my sound is on. So,
Yeah.
yeah, upcoming races. We have Daytona International Speedway. That is a postponed race, as you guys saw in the email on the website.
So where's this going to anyway? To our Facebook page?
YouTube.
Oh,
Doc.
to YouTube.
Yes. Yeah, we're live, by the way, Doc.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I can ask questions.
So we are going to Daytona, but it's at a later
What
date.
in the world is going on? I'm sorry. There must be a hotkey that's coming through. I'm just trying to share our stupid feed. I'm so sorry.
Are you done, Paul?
I don't know. I'm so sorry.
Are people going back to Daytona? So can I finish?
I don't see us on YouTube.
I'm sharing it to Facebook right now.
I'm looking at it right now. So, all right.
Good grief.
We are
To the ChampCar Live page?
Yes.
Huh.
We are professionals at this, folks.
Sure we are.
So, back to Daytona and upcoming races. It has been rescheduled. We will be announcing the schedule once we get the contract in hand, and you guys you'll love it. And more information about that comes later. Again, we'll be getting emails about Road America, Charlotte, Watkins Glen, Circuit of the Americas, Canadian Tire Motorsports Park, the old Mosport track. We are going and racing there so far. If anything changes, we will let you know first thing, and we know what the government's saying versus what tracks are telling us and the whole bit. We plan on going again once our event directors are in constant contact with these tracks. If anything changes, we will let you know right away. So plan on going, and we're going racing, right, Doc?
That's right. I love my picture y'all chose.
Next week, Drew Nab and I will be doing something like this where we're live. We're going to take questions from you guys about some car preparations, how you prep your car for a race, any problems you're having prepping your car, getting it race ready. You can ask Drew Nab. We'll have more information about this. Drew and I are still working out what we're going to do. Jay Leno. As you guys know, that Jay Leno was at our Auto Club race this past November. They are that will actually be showing on Jay Leno's Garage Wednesday, June 20th, May 20th, on CNBC at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll have more information about that with some media promos beforehand. But ChampCar is going to be on Jay Leno. Jay Leno drove with us with a special guest, and some of you guys know who that special guest is. Don't give it away. It's part of the show. We have let's see. Oh yeah, Nissan, Mazda, and Maxxis tires. Remember, they're offering contingency money to you guys. Lots of time right now to start getting your cars ready for that. Nissan, you need specified stickers per the motorsports contract, which is on the forum at forum.champcar.org. Just look up the Nissan contingency program. They require some stickers and you to sign up for the program. You can win some big cash for that. So that's through Nissan. And Nismo, right, Paulie? Nissan Nismo.
Nismo. Yep.
Mazda Motorsports, they have their program now for all Mazda vehicles that race with us. Again, you can win some Mazda bucks to buy parts with, and I think non Miata cars can win some gift cards. So depending on your finishes, Maxxis tires the same way. They're paying out with free tires all the way to 10 places. You run tires on the Maxxis tires, the VR1 on your car, and you can win some free tires if you're in the top 10. Virtual tech. So I know a lot of you guys are kind of worried about getting your car teched and maybe have questions about your car. You can actually schedule a virtual tech with either Ray Frank or Jay Monty. I don't know if Thomas is doing those yet, but you can schedule it. You can go to our tech or our champcar.org/tech page and get the number off there of how to go about getting a virtual Skype set up so that our tech folks can inspect your car, kind of look over what you're doing. If you have any questions like, hey, is this caged right? Is this put together right? Before I put the car back together, things like that. So they can help you out with that. Next week, Andrea and I are setting up a store. We have our store set up, so we're setting it up with some products and swag, T-shirts, that kind of stuff. We'll have that available for you guys to purchase. So that'll be coming up next week, and we have something special that we're doing. We've been working on this all day long with Paul and Doc. Well, I've just been sitting off to the side making fun of those two. But Paul and Doc have been working hard to get a virtual AI race based on the Road Atlanta entries.
Yep.
That will actually start tomorrow with qualifications. And how's that work, Doc?
Well, what we're going to do is this is a completely AI series, so there's no live drivers at all. But you can customize rosters in iRacing. So what we did is we took the entry list from Road Atlanta, and since iRacing can't handle as many cars as we can put on the track, we had to divide them in half. So we have about 35 cars in each race, and they are given the numbers of your actual cars and your actual team name. And then Polly and I played around and painted them up, just to your basic colors. We can't remember all your colors. And we were limited as to the what's the word I'm looking for, Polly?
Well, the livery, the scheme.
The liveries, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, watch it, Bill. God, you're obnoxious. So we were limited to their stock liveries, but we tried to get your team colors in there. And you black cars, all you guys that painted your cars black, well, yours are going to disappear on track. Don't say we didn't warn you. But anyway, we divided the field in half. We took the odd number finishes at the actual race and created a roster there. So it's Parts Badger, Crowd Control, Yoda Sport. Those are your first, third, and fifth finishers. Yeah. And then oh, you guys, come on. Oh, the MR2. Why isn't it yellow, Bill?
I haven't painted it yet.
And then, so anyway, we took the even place finishers like R-Bank Racing, Birmingham, and Poverty Auto Racing, and we put those in another roster. So on Saturday, what we thought we'd do is have an hour-long race with roster number 1, the odd number cars, and then 2 hours later, at 2 p.m., we'd have an iRacing with the even numbered cars. And then on Sunday, we would pick out the winners of the top 15 cars, combine them. So Sunday there would be a championship at 2 p.m. So anyway, it's basically our attempt to amuse you and to amuse ourselves. And I think it's Paulie. I put this all on this poor guy, and he and it's like, okay, this is gonna we need to do this, we need to do this, and I was quite amazed at about 10 o'clock. He says, "This is actually kind of fun." Because you're gonna we're gonna have your team numbers, your team names, and you're gonna have no control over them. Like
Yeah.
so, it's like normal.
Yeah, it's
But we've
cool.
watched several of the IA races, and they're fun to watch the cars interact with each other.
They really are.
Because if you go on these uh, rosters that we created, there is an attributes. Now they spin them up on the iRacing thing completely random, but who knows? One of these days, if you send in your request, we'll customize your car because the attributes are relative skill. So a measure of how skillful this AI driver is compared to all the other AI drivers. A lower rating results in slower cornering speeds and a less optimum driving line. A higher value results in faster cornering speeds and a more optimum driving line.
Is this what
So,
we do? Anybody's name that started with Troy, we gave him that.
yeah, exactly. So, the other attributes are aggression. So, a measure the AI driver's behavior when interacting with other cars. Lower aggression encourages more car spacing and less overtake attempt. High aggression encourages tighter car spacing and more attempt racing.
So
So
anything,
I don't know. Maybe we go in and start adjusting these
so any
to make the racing pretty crazy.
so any orange car got more aggressive.
Right, exactly. So optimism, a measure of the AI driver's confidence in their own skill. I love this one. A lower value results in more conservative throttle and braking behavior, such as lift and coast into a braking zone. A higher value results in more confident throttle and brake behavior, such as aiming for optimal acceleration and braking marks more often. Smoothness, a measure of the AI driver's steering behavior. A lower value results in more oversteer. A higher value results in more understeer. Age, the simulated age and years of the AI driver. A value closer to prime racing age results in faster reaction time. As age increases, it also provides a racing experience that can slightly improve overall performance. In other words, mine should be pegged. Uh, pit crew skill, a measure of the training consistency of the AI driver's pit crew. A lower value results in slower pit service times. A higher value results in optimal pit times. I don't know if that's going to come into play in the 1 hour races, but it certainly will in the 2 hour race. Pit strategy riskiness, a measure of the AI driver's likelihood to gamble with pit service. A lower value results in conservative pitting strategy. A higher value results in pushing the car to avoid pitting. So anyway, those are all generated for our purposes as randomly. Now, what they also do is, they let me find it. Let's see. So anyway, they squeeze those together. They average them. I can't find the note. Sharing I don't know. I got so many pieces of
Well,
paper. I'm telling you,
they
I
combine
killed an
all those
entire forest.
attributes into one cohesive. Okay, this is what the team is. This is what they're going to drive like.
Yeah. So does this make sense?
Yeah, yeah. It's obviously there's a lot to it. The attributes aren't, it's not just a couple sliders. There's a lot of different
Oh
attributes
yeah.
that go into making up what that car is going to drive like. And what was cool about it that I thought once I launched the drive, that the first race that I was watching, is you could go inside the car, you could really see the driver working through the bumps and sawing at the wheel, going through the corners, and it was really interesting to see the cars dicing, passing, getting passed back, and maybe a car would get by. We were watching Brew Crew for quite a while. Finally got by three cars, and then they kind of pulled away for a while, and eventually, I think towards the end of the race, they caught back up with them a little bit. We should probably point out, though, that all of the cars are going to be Miatas for this race.
Yeah.
So we didn't pick a lot of different cars for this event. Unfortunately, they don't have a lot of different cars
No,
we
I
can pick
think
from. But
another portion of this is going to be at Road Atlanta. On April 4th, we're going to be at Daytona, and I think we'll make those the street stocks.
yeah, so it's going to be fun,
and
guys.
then
It's going to be
on
fun.
April 18th, we're going to be at Road America. And on April 25th, we're going to be at Barber. So we'll take last year's Barber schedule since we haven't raced there. We'll take the actual race entries on Road America. And Daytona, we're going to have to split those up since we have 120 cars. We're going to really have to split those up, probably 3 or 4 races.
So what
Now,
you're going to see is just a second. What you're going to
You're
see
really
is the race.
breaking up.
The race is going to start out. You'll be seeing an iRacing event happen. So there's no interaction really by you guys. It's all generated by computer. We'll be calling the race just like we normally would on an event, and you're going to see timing and scoring over on the side. So you'll see, we'll be talking about those 40 cars or 38 cars or whatever for
I
that
got
race.
to step away for a second.
Okay.
And this is in addition to our regular e-racing, iRacing series. This is just something extra that we thought about.
Yeah.
Us big. And
Yeah.
But yeah, this is in addition to the regular iRacing. I know you guys do a lot of iRacing. A lot of you guys are wondering how you would enter your car, and still the answer is $100 in digital bucks to Bill Strong at ChampCar.com or
in a plain vanilla envelope.
Plain vanilla envelope. Of course, wrapped in plastic 3 or 4 times. Fingerprints all removed, that kind of stuff. So, but I'm kidding. So, this is all free, just for you guys' enjoyment. We're doing it to YouTube so you can watch it on your big TVs. Of course, that's what you want to do all day. No betting, of course.
No betting. Yeah, it doesn't. It's not meant to take the place of the regular ChampCar Sim series.
Because the biohazard car was not leading it at all, and I still think the math is off on this. So we need to work on that.
Well, and we actually haven't run this simulation. We ran a couple different sims with different car counts, but every time you bring those cars into the race, it changes things. So we don't know who's going to win or where they're going to finish. We don't know any of that stuff, and the grid is predetermined, so we don't mess with any of that. So yeah, it's interesting.
Jr. is not racing it this weekend, so we know he's not going to.
No, but it's cool. Like, we went through and set up the paint schemes pretty similar to what the cars actually have. And many of you guys, we know you, so we know what the paint schemes look like. But we also have notes from your entry fees as to what the car colors were, if we couldn't remember. And I colored the helmets too, and we just had some fun with it. I think you're going to enjoy it. So I hope you'll tune in and check it out, and it'll be fun.
So, Paulie, what have you been doing during your time off the last week or so? I hear you've been kind of busy in your day job.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's the IT work that I do is really ramped up with all of the need to go online and broadcast and stay in contact with each other. So that's I was right in the middle of finishing up a big wiring project for a clinic at the same time, a new build that's out of town. So all this kind of came down at one time. But now I'm really looking forward to tomorrow. I think this is going to be fun. I think we're going to do more of these. It doesn't again take the place of the existing Sim series at all, and you can definitely enroll in those.
No, we're still going to run the regular Sim series.
So that this doesn't take away from that at all. This is just like an add-on too, just for your enjoyment. We can have a little bit of fun while we're, waiting this thing out so we can get back to racing.
So in the championship round at Daytona last Wednesday, we had 60 entries. So the other thing I think with this AI series that we have to do is give a huge shout out to Devin, David Haynes, and Tom Ellison for helping us along, because we went through a huge deal yesterday on how this works, how that works, how this works and stuff, so we can bring this to you.
Yeah.
The other thing I thought I'd mention is on April 11th, we have a 7-hour race at Daytona, and it's going to be ChampCar Live and the huge jazz broadcasters. And we're looking at teams to have iRacing has a shared driver thing. So they're going to require driver changes during the race. And that should be a lot of fun. And I'm sure it'll be on April 11th. I'm sure we'll make it in the afternoon, or well, it'll probably start mid-morning, I would guess. Hopefully, it doesn't start at like 6 and 7 like ChampCar really does. So anyway, that should be fun. So anyway, yeah, Mike Tirico is asking, is there carbon? No, I think we made it a gray kind of thing. I don't know. Paulie had your car, Matt. I had the inactive team, and I thought the paint scheme came out pretty good. So look for it tomorrow.
Yeah, look for a surprise on the Mustang. That's all we're going to say.
Look for the sponsor on my car, too.
Had some
So
fun.
anyway, we had a little bit of fun. Most of the cars are sponsored by iRacing and stuff like that. I did all my cars with iRacing. I don't know what Paulie did with his. So it's going to be a completely different look between the two races tomorrow, which, what the hell? So, hey, Jimmy, he's on. Jimmy Letchworth.
And just like always, if you guys have any questions, concerns, or whatever, just send them to info@champcar.org.
Right.
Now, that a lot of our folks have taken some time off this week, last couple of weeks, and they're doing stuff with families. So they may not answer right away. But if you want an answer or something, or want to get a hold of somebody quick, you can always email me at either media@champcar.org or bill.strong@champcar.org. And I can usually get somebody, get an answer for you fairly quickly. So, but yeah, and Doc, I think he'll be the next time we see Doc online here. He'll have his toupee back on. He didn't really want to go on screen today.
My toupee, huh? You ought to see my hair. It hasn't been cut in months. I look like Bozo the Clown. But anyway, what we imagine on this AI thing is just going to be crazier than ChampCar Live, because I think most of it's, well, I don't know. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. So I hope to make it a lot of fun. We'll be swinging dead cats. So all the usual shenanigans.
No tigers.
No tigers. No. God, stop making stupid people famous. Let's limit it to us.
Yeah.
And if you guys have any questions for GNAB, like I said, we're going to be scheduling that for next week. Pop me an email at media@champcar.org or message me at Facebook, and we can get those questions off to Drew and get you some answers. And Paulie, thanks for doing this for us this morning or this afternoon. And Doc, you get some rest. I know you've been up late doing all this stuff. I know you have to prepare for this tomorrow. You've got a lot to go on, and we don't want you falling asleep halfway through the race.
I'm going to make it up as I go along. It's business as usual at ChampCar Live.
Paulie said he was going to work on some tech so I can interview the crews while they're racing. I still don't know if I'm going to do that, but he said set up a green screen behind me. So I think I'm probably just going to be standing there in the ether, just
stuck.
Yeah, like that. Yeah, so it's kind of nice having fast internet, by the way, for those. Justin, this is for you.
Yeah.
Graphics and Raps. I can actually do the internet now. So awesome stuff.
You can see that tree. The antenna went up leaning towards your house.
Yes, I'm probably setting the top on fire now with all the data. All right. And thank you, Paulie. Thank you, Doc. And thanks for all the 3 people watching us out there. And actually, it's a lot more than that.
It's 13.
Yeah.
That's not bad for an impromptu thing. So
if you missed the early parts, just rewind it and find the place you came in, or just start it all over again, because I think that's how the internet works. And, we hope that you guys enjoy this. If you want more, let us know. We can get on here and just blabber on for hours. Usually at about 2 in the morning once the bars close, right, Doc?
Yeah, exactly.
It's always the best time. All right, Paul.
Hey,
You wanna-
Roger. We got the Birmingham car in there.
Yep.
Was that in your roster, Paulie, or mine? I think it was mine.
I think it was yours. Yeah.
Yep. It's so we're gonna have the Birmingham car on the 2 p.m. race.
Well, it'll be
And,
the livery.
I'm gonna get
It's-
on Facebook after we finish this thing and start
It's a Miata,
tagging teams and telling them about this.
but it's a Miata. It's not a Lexus.
Yeah, it's the Miata.
But
Sorry, Roger.
we've got your livery.
So
to
it
a
may
degree.
finish a race.
Oh, ouch! They've won races, Bill.
You know that. You just trying to create controversy.
I see.
People, there has to be that one guy everybody gets pissed off about.
I thought that was Troy.
No. All right, Paul, you got anything to finish up with?
No, I think we're good, and so yeah, I hope you folks get a chance to check it out. It will be going up through a YouTube channel. We'll have it shared over on Facebook for you. So if you miss out, you can check it out, rewind, and watch it. So hopefully you enjoy it.
Oh, look, Bill's got his steering wheel.
It's like 20 years old, but hey, it kind of still works.
Yeah.
So. right.
So anyway, join us on YouTube tomorrow, 12 o'clock noon.
All right, guys.
Yep.
Thanks very much, and we will see you guys tomorrow. And thanks a lot.
All right.
Looking forward to it.
See you later, guys.
Bye.